Hey guys, StevieT here with inTank to talk about the Coralife LED BioCube 16. Now the BioCube has a long history of being the best-selling all-in-one aquarium on the market, and it's a very well-built tank. The filtration is, well, something we can remove. The basket that they are now including, or a rack, or whatever they copied from our design, our 10-year-old design, is something to be desired. It's flimsy, it's open on the sides. Water will just take the path of least resistance and go around your media. It's very hard to install. The legs are built very well so they catch on the molding as you put it in. Basically the best thing to do is throw it away and pick up one of ours. Our baskets are actually a basket, four-sided. They're built of high-quality acrylic. They feature a removable door, so water is forced through the media. You can remove the middle shelf for other options, maybe creating a refugium in there. And they include a water direction piece to funnel the water onto the top. So we're going to show you how to install that in the aquarium and why it will benefit and sustain your aquarium more long-term. All right, we're on the back view of the aquarium now. The media basket in every product can be installed with the stock hood on, but for demonstration purposes and for possible future reference, we're going to show you how to remove the hood. You simply just take both ends of the pins and remove them. You might need a pliers if they're a little tight, but these remove pretty nicely with your fingers. And we're going to remove the hood and show you how to install our media basket. Now that you've picked out the media that's right for your particular aquarium setup, let's show you how to install that. Remove the sliding door out of its track system and place the media in the basket. Now an important note on thicker, denser media on the bottom or middle shelf is that if it's blocking a little too much flow, you're going to want to tie that to the shelf above it just to pick it up off the bottom holes, which will allow more flow to go through. Water will still pass through the media and be filtered, but it'll allow for the correct amount of flow through the media basket. And we're going to place the door back in the track. And for now, the most important step, which is filter floss. inTank filter floss, you can just cut with a scissors. And this is the most important part of the basket because it catches the detritus and it keeps the rest of the rear chambers clean. So you put that on the top shelf there, and now all the water enters that and hits the filter floss first, catching those particles of detritus, keeping your water clear, and the rear chambers sustained for a longer period of time. Nothing in chamber 2 here, and we're just going to install it down at the bottom. And then use our water direction piece. Now this water direction piece is designed to cover the entire chamber. You install it with the notches here and the inTank logo facing the rear aquarium. These notches they're dedicated for any silicone that you might have in that area. Place it like that and down. And now any water coming over from chamber 1 into chamber 2 will go down into the basket. Now I do want to mention about this tab here. There's a tab that sticks up. It's not 100% necessary to remove the tab, but we do recommend it because it'll even out the flow coming onto that water director. It'll be a little bit more level, and more of it will be evenly dispersed across the water director. Easiest way to do that is just take a razor blade, a nice sharp utility knife, vertical cut down, horizontal score across, rock it with the pliers, your fingers, and it'll snap clean. It doesn't have to be a perfect cut. It doesn't have to be completely level. Again, you're just leveling off that chamber wall, so you're more evenly dispersing water over our water direction piece. About once a week on an average cycled aquarium, you're going to need to change your filter floss. So just pick up on the water direction piece, and you don't even have to remove the basket. You don't barely have to get your fingers wet. You just remove the filter floss, throw it away, and place a new piece in. Place the water direction piece back on. Now when it does come time, depending on the media you're using, every 2-3 months to replace the actual chemical filtration media, just lift up on the basket and do the opposite of what we did with the install. Take your medias out, rinse them, put new medias in, and place the basket back into chamber 2. Water direction piece back in, return pump back on, and you're back up and running. Filter is now operational. Let's now discuss on the water levels. This is the most common question that we get. The stock BioCube water levels, after you fill it, after you turn it on, tend to run lower than what we want in a media basket setup. There is this completely pointless min-max line on the side of the aquarium. Completely ignored. It was there from years ago when they had a BioBall drip system. Bad. Just ignore it. While the filtration pump is on, we want to set the level just to about the first top shelf of the media basket, about right here. So when water comes down, it hits the filter floss, but as it passes through that, it's not hitting on other water, creating a waterfall noise. To do so, we just get new salt water, new water, and add it while the pump is on to chamber 2 or to the pump chamber to chamber 3. Bring it up to about that first top shelf, set it, and it'll hold there. When you turn your repump off, the return filtration pump, when it's turned off, the aquarium will equalize because it is just one body of water to start with. But when you turn your pump back on after water change or whatever, it'll go back to the exact level that you had set it at. An important note on that is always top off evaporation in the rear chamber in chamber 2 or chamber 3, because those are separated from the display, and chamber 1, those are the same. Chamber 2 or chamber 3 is where your top off water goes. As you can see, the inTank media basket will greatly improve the filtration of your aquarium, is easy to use, and well, built a lot better than this thing. Just throw it away, that's the best thing to do. We hope this video helped. If you have any questions, please give us a call, send us an email from our website, follow us on Facebook, and for some fun behind the scenes, follow us on Instagram.